इस कार्यक्रम के प्रायोजक हैं श्रेयांग हेल्थकेयर इंडिया प्राइवेट लिमिटेड।
Sometimes when you go to a doctor, he checks your eyes, gives you glasses, you feel you have done your job, you will come in and see him when you have a next problem. But there are certain diseases in your eyes which continue to develop within you without any symptom. If you look at glaucoma, which is called thief of sight, you can suddenly lose your sight if you have glaucoma. And because you have so much of unqualified people sitting at the main job, doing all this examination, you can see that the blindness in time to come is going to change, and blindness due to glaucoma will continue to rise, is already rising.
Doctors cannot diagnose to
see, provided you go to a doctor, because if you need glasses, you will go to an optician, get your glasses made. If that person is not qualified, he will not be able to detect it. He will just check your glasses and give you the glasses prescription. So the key challenge is, because you don't have the blindness due to glaucoma, blindness due to diabetes, diabetic retinopathy, yeah, hypertensive retinopathy. You have blood pressure, but when you go to an optician, he never checks. He never asks you whether you have blood pressure or not, because he is not qualified to do that. So all these things can be controlled and checked if you have qualified manpower available for the population. And what we are trying to say, we have been talking to Ministry of Health, Indian Optometry Federation, of which we are the board here. We constitute 16 state associations. In all the states we have optometry associations who are our members, and we are the federation. We have been writing to Ministry of Health, but there has not been any response from them. We have done several peaceful demonstrations. We recently started a hunger strike for Jantar Mandal. Nothing happened. And then we decided to contact our good friend, Mr. Umesh Sharma. He helped us with the writ petition, and he was able to take our cause very sympathetically. So we are looking at him and looking at all of you for your help.
You have a real issue on hand.
So, thank you. And our various attempts to write to Health Minister have failed, and that's the reason we decided to take the help of the court. And court has, we have asked for 4 prayers, which I have already told you, that we have asked them that they should not be doing short-term courses. You should only follow the UGC guideline, which is in the country. You should not allow anybody to, any NGOs or anyone to start courses in their cities or in their shops or in your hospital. And we have asked them that the profession should be a health profession, which is in other countries as per WHO. World Health Organization already defined this profession as a health profession. So you cannot put us under allied. Now what they want to do, they have taken our rights under supervision, and they want to put us under allied health, and that is what we are fighting for. We are not allied, we are health profession, not G. So thank you. These are some of the activities what we did recently at next. Recently we started with it, before we came to court, we started with the online petition. We were advised that we should go on change.org. Today this petition is signed by 72 countries. If you look at those 72 countries have supported our petition. All the country-wise, state-wise people who supported, we have approximately 4,500 supporters for asking for with us, and we hope that with your coverage we will get more and more support and more patronage for this, for our cause. And thank you very much. So explain why it has been like reply of our writ.
Yes, sir. Genuine है
of Health and Family Welfare, the concerned ministry, is a party. Writ is against a state, and we have to seek relief from the ministry, so ministry is a party. What facts of so this optometry is a
repeat it. You
can't run any course in India, academic course, and without any course structure approved by UGC. UGC has
University Grants Commission.
yes, that is a statutory body regulating all academic degrees courses. Recently, you must have seen this IITA episode. There were de-recognized criminal cases launched against them, although they were running management courses. Untrained management person can cause damage to your business, but an untrained medical person will cause permanent damage to your eyes, to your any organ. So that's dangerous. And we have made 4 prayers before the court. One is this: optometry should not be classified as a paramedical course, as now being contemplated by the government. Because 17 paramedical courses have been identified, and they will put it under a board. Given the background of optometry, given the definition by WHO, it's a full-fledged medical profession. It's not a paramedical or allied science. First prayer is that it should not be classified along with them. It is on the basis of Article 14 of the Constitution of India, which says that I have a right of equal treatment with the people, with the group to which I belong. You can't compare the uncomparables. So there's an attempt to compare us with paramedical, which is illegal in violation of our rights of equality. Second is, no grant should be given to any NGO, any other company who is deploying this untrained medical professionals to conduct the government schemes, because in a way government is encouraging and participating in an illegal manner. It's a criminal act. See, if we go to that extent, so it is a criminal act. One, impersonation, 420. Second, criminal misappropriation of money of government, that is 406. 7 years is the punishment. But we are not going, is for the government or any enforcing agency to see. If an audit is conducted, all NGOs who have charged from the government against deployment of medical manpower, and they have deployed these BTs and all these fake medical professionals, then it's a big scam that way. And it's continuing since last so many 20-30 years.
How that lobby intervenes in the court? Do you feel that lobby?
And notices have been issued, and they have been, Ministry has been directed to file their counter affidavit within 4 weeks. So, and once they file it, it will come up for final disposal before the court.
No, my question is,
Yeah.
how do you feel the lobby?
As on date, they have not intervened, and I don't think legally they have any chance to intervene because we are not seeking any relief against MCI. Whatever we are seeking is relief from ministry, that is government. That government is acting arbitrarily and illegally and is allowing illegal things.
Nobody was saying NGOs. They are in this sort of business.
Yes.
We paid for them.
That is our third prayer, that any deployment of untrained manpower should be restrained.
No, untrained is, they must be having some trade also.
No, trade will be defined under the definition of UGC.
Right.
If they are not trained under any course of UGC, they are untrained.
Okay.
So there is a legal parameter.
That is again one prayer is from
Yes,
your side.
yes, that is our prayer.
Okay.
And over diagnostic and rights.
76 duty chart was prepared by the government as a policy document approved by the government. Somewhere in 1992 it was changed. They claim that it was changed. There is no document to show it.
It was done surreptitiously.
Surreptitiously. Yes. That is, in fact, you are using my word. I have used this word in the petition.
Exactly.
Federation took the matter with the ministry that how you have changed it. They have not shown any document, and ultimately when they went to CIC seeking RTI, CIC they for the first time said that we have lost all. There are no documents. We have lost it. So now CIC asked them to give an affidavit to this effect that no such document is traceable, and they have given an affidavit. So, if we go by the typical modus operandi of MCI, it points that there is something hanky-panky going on.
Still going
What
on.
kind of hanky-panky?
इसका फायदा आपको मिल जाएगा?
नहीं मिलेगा. We are already.
But what kind of
Yeah,
hanky-panky you are suspecting?
Yes. First of all, to the government.
We have been representing to the government. You will see so many meetings, so many times we've been trying.
No, I'll also narrate.
ये
In 2010, I suppose, or 2009, government held a high-level meeting, expert committee meeting. They revised that
You
duty.
people are involved in that?
No,
meeting?
no.
It was a complete.
No, some private stakeholders were called.
Like your profession, people are involved in that meeting.
Yes.
Not you.
Not
party.
Yes, not exactly. And yeah, and they revised that duty chart of 1978, and then department issued this circular to all the respective departments and ministries, but strangely that was withdrawn.
Withdrawn is what? What?
Withdrawn as dismissed or
No,
Not implemented.
not passed, not implemented.
तो पहले सुनने के बाद बीच में क्यों बात
No. Delhi government, Shakuntala Gambling was the joint secretary. She presided that meeting, and so many other people, some experts, and this was the revised duty chart. But that was simply circulated, not
implemented.
not implemented. Reasons are unknown. Some related reasons that is for you to investigate.
NCA ने मना नहीं कर दिया.
Reasons are not unknown. Reasons are known to them.
Reasons are known to
Best
them.
best known to them.
Yes.
See, I can, as a lawyer, not on their behalf, as a lawyer, I can see and visualize and explain a little bit of it. See, it's a fight of MCI versus a group of professionals who are asserting their rights, and their rights are very commercially very important, because optometry, not optometry, eye care is a big industry now, very big industry.
Very.
And MCI has the rights of prescription of approval of drugs, medicines. Once a council is formed, the right will be taken away from MCI.
Regulatory है.
Regulatory right. Regulatory, not only regulatory, you will find change of minister in this government also partially.
हर्षवर्धन बहुत बोलता था इसके खिलाफ.
He made a statement that I have clean MCI, and subsequently what happened? Let's not go into all that.
इस कार्यक्रम के प्रायोजक हैं श्रेयांक हेल्थ केयर इंडिया प्राइवेट लिमिटेड।